Greetings, friends. Our reading from Sirach and also from the gospel lessons this Sunday has got to do with fruit. I just love the whole concept of fruit. I remember my earliest memories was I must have been 4 or something like that. In the backyard of one of my dad's homes that he owned was an old gnarled cherry tree. And I remember climbing up in that tree, discovering cherries for the first time. I just love cherries. To this day, I love cherries. And so I'd stuff my face with that, and I remember that fondly. Nature's fruit, or nature's dessert, is fruit. And of course, the Bible begins with the fruit of the trees, right? And the tree of life. And in our gospel, well, let's start with the Sirach. In Sirach, we've got the fact that a good fruit tree has got to be cultivated, okay? So it just doesn't happen, okay? And I think that's what Jesus is saying too. He talks about good trees producing good fruit. Good trees don't produce bad fruit. And bad trees don't produce good fruit, or, and thorns and thistles. Which takes us back to the fall, right? When God cursed the earth, that we would have to take from the produce of the land with sweat of our brow and with weeding and all that sort of thing. So anyways, Jesus is telling us that we just have to be fruit. We have to be good fruit. And I can connect with that, can't you? Yeah, I mean, just like Jesus is the tree of life on the cross, which brings the two trees together, the tree of knowledge, good and evil, or the tree of all knowledge, the tree of disobedience, and paying for our sin of disobedience on the cross, the tree. It becomes fruit for us, the tree of life and life-giving fruit, right? And so we partake of this at Eucharist every day. So every time we are in Holy Communion. So we really have to focus on this, okay, dear brothers and sisters. We want to be fruit for everyone around us as we go out of the church, in our families. We don't want to be thorns and thistles. We don't look good like a good apple, but once you bite into it, it's all wormy inside. I mean, it's true, isn't it? I mean, all this analogy really works, to help us understand what we need to be. And when people feed off of us, then they are receiving life from us, just like we feed off of Christ. So this whole thing of fruit is very, very, very important. Of course, when you think about the fruits of the Spirit, which really tell us, specifically what this looks like. So anyways, just by way of a short meditation, okay, on fruit, one way in which we can be fruit to others is the Walk with One initiative, which we started up in the fall, September sometime. And at this point, what we need to do is look at somebody that we can accompany, right? Accompany, I mean, our church is a very portal of heaven. And it just takes us to heaven. Why wouldn't we want to have our neighbors and friends come with us? Hey, this is heaven. Really, right? And so we want to accompany into it and get them to that point. And so if we are heavenly ourselves, if we are, a beautiful fruit tree or vine, then people will want to come in. And so we want you to accompany. Check the website on that with regard to what you need to do that. And talk about low-hanging fruit. I think there's a lot of us know people who, since COVID, have not come back to church. And they know, in some ways, what they're missing, but they're just out of the habit. So with a smile on your face, arm around the shoulder. We need to accompany back to the church. And we'll win souls. And there's nothing like doing that, right? See you on Sunday. God bless you.